Jai Shriman Narayan, Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Bhagavad Guru, Sudarshan Acharya Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Shriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that are watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally. And I welcome those that are going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. We are on Chapter 1, verse 41 of the Bhagavad Gita. But before I continue, I want to express the importance of the Guru principle. So right at creation, as I explained in the introduction to the Bhagavad Gita, the Guru principle was the second principle to be manifested in the universe. The Guru principle was the second principle to be manifested in the universe. Man is the 11th principle. Human beings are the 11th principle that was manifested in the universe. This is how important the Guru principle is. But over time and in Kaliyug, many individuals took up position as gurus. In Kaliyug, many individuals took up positions as gurus. Initially, the color that I'm wearing today, orange, was the color for guru, saffron. Okay, but today gurus are dressed in many colors. They are in many shapes, and many degrees of impersonation. Many degrees of impersonation. If you go on social media, you see huge institutions. Their founder is a guru. Forget that institution, because if a founder of a spiritual institution is a guru, then he has replaced God. There's only one founder in spirituality, and that founder is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shriman Narayan. So go on Google, Shivani, and create a link with Google. Start talking to Google. Shivani, we have an Indian there that's a CEO, and you know where there's Indians we can make a plan, Shivani. So start speaking to Pichai and tell him Google got a whole lot of nonsense. No individual guru can form an institution and have followers following that institution. It is scripturally false. Any guru, if there are millions of followers following one guru, and that guru has made an institution, the millions of followers is not God. Spiritual institution is only ordained by God. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you? Only an institution like the Sri Narayan Dham, this ashram, where did it take its birth from? Lord Shriman Narayan. If you trace this ashram back, is this ashram Guru based or is this ashram God based? Do you understand? Any ashram that is Guru based is not an ashram. It's just a building where you can go buy some nice lunch at exorbitant prices. You all know of institutions like that, Shivani, where you can buy a vegetable biryani for 100 rand. And both those institutions are situated in poverty-stricken places. They're not in Belito, they're not in Amslanga. Are they? They're in Chatsworth and Phoenix. How much you think if you're hungry and you below middle class, how much you must pay for a container of biryani? About 25 rand, 30 rand. But if you buy biryani for 100 rand, that institution do not belong to Lord Shri Krishna. Does it make sense? I'm asking you. Does it make sense? Because God gave us our technology. This is a human technology. Alright? Human technology. It is created. It is entirely created and manufactured by the Supreme Lord. And one of the functionaries is the brain. You have a brain, you have a mind. You have a mind, what you must use your mind for? Astrophysics or common sense? How many senses you have? And the commander-in-chief of the senses is your mind. Your mind commands your senses. Common sense means making use of basic ideas to form a conclusion. Yes? Basic ideas. You don't have to be a physics student, you don't have to be a biology student, you don't have to be a mathematician. You have to use common sense. Common sense and scriptures. You see, when I first started satsang, and I gave my very first 10 discourses, Mataji told me I'm speaking in very, very affluent English because I just closed down a law firm of which I was a director. And when I came and I was giving service, when I was giving discourses, I was speaking in affluent English. I was an English student when I was in school. I loved English. I read a couple 100,000 books, over 1,000 pages. When I used to go to the library, first I must see how many pages. Tisha, before I took the book, I must see how many pages. And I would see the writing style of the author. And then if I liked the writing style of the author, I would read. So I would read the entire library of books of that author. Like Tom Clancy, I would read all the Tom Clancy. Just giving you an example. And any author I found, I'll read all his books. So my English was well articulated. But I feel embarrassed when I read the transcripts how broken my English is. Because I deliberately went down to the simplest form of English so that even Jessica can understand. Yes? I broke my English for you. Do you understand? All of you understand? So that my discourses can be assimilated by people on the academia side and people not on the academia side. Everybody could understand. Okay, so coming back to common sense, a teacher, an educator, or a professor. I like using professor and I like using law because I love law. I soaked myself in law all my life. And it was not hard for me to soak myself in scriptural law. It just came as second nature. And when anything is out of law, I don't have a problem pointing it out. I don't have a problem pointing it out because I started discoursing in 2013. Now it's 2026, 13 years. I challenged every guru on this planet and nobody has responded. Why you think nobody has responded? My discourses are distributed worldwide. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. These discourses are everywhere, in every continent, in every part of the world. No guru has challenged me. People that I gave 1 or 2 kanpatis, they have challenged me, but no guru has challenged me. Who must challenge me? Yeah, Avir can't challenge me. He haven't got my qualification. Only if you got my qualification, then you and I are on the same page. Then you can say, Acharya ji, I challenge you on A, B, C, D. Can this light in the ashram challenge the sun? Okay? So no individual can challenge me. Only a guru can challenge me. Yes or no? Who can a criminal from Westworld challenge a law professor that's teaching law, which he contravened and landed in Westworld? Can he challenge that law professor? But if he studied law, yes, it's possible for a criminal to have also studied law and be in Westworld, and can he challenge the law professor? Why? They are on the same level of understanding. So I'm in a level of spiritual understanding, and only gurus in this level of spiritual understanding will be able to challenge me. Yes or no? Is that common sense? Is that logic? Yes, and I have not been challenged in the past 13 years because I'm scripturally correct. I am scripturally correct. I live inside the scriptures. My spiritual domain is within the scriptures. I said last week, as a human being, guru can make a mistake. Did I say that? What mistake I can make? I can make a material mistake. Like 2 years ago when the doctor told me that I'm diabetic, I made a mistake by not following the doctor. Does that disqualify me from being a guru? So last week I was very, very sick. This week that went past, I was not well. Then I went back now, I stopped my sugar and I started coming. Right. So as a human, that's a human mistake. That is a human mistake. I'm allowed to make human material mistake because this technology is constructed to make mistakes. This technology is not perfect. No human technology is perfect. Otherwise that technology won't be here, it will be in Vaikunth. Yes or no? You understand? But I gave a guarantee that I'll never make a spiritual mistake. I will never make a spiritual mistake. I will not make a mistake in diagnosing spirituality. I'm spiritually perfect, materially imperfect, because I haven't seen any material perfectionist in this world, including the Supreme Lord, when He appears as Lord Ram and He appears as Lord Krishna, they undergo material imperfections whilst remaining spiritually intact and perfect. All of you understand? So it is important, if you are going into the Bhagavad Gita, to understand the Bhagavad Gita, you have to understand the technologies. And the Guru principle is one of the technologies that you can get into the Bhagavad Gita externally and internally. Every one of you is embedded with this Bhagavad Gita. This Bhagavad Gita, the Lord Ramanuj exposition of the Bhagavad Gita is embedded in every soul. You have it internally, and the Guru's job is to teach it to you externally. Do you understand? And the only medium you can learn the Bhagavad Gita is from a bona fide spiritual master, not these impersonators who created institutions around the world, very famous institutions. But when you start tracing them, you see everything stops at them. The Guru principle has no personality. I want you to open your mind to this, Satish. Guru principle has no personality. What it means? When you're tracing the Guru principle, it must not stop at a person. Shivani? When you tracing backwards, it must not stop at a person. How many institutions in the world today, big, huge, multi-million rand or $1 million institutions, stop at a person? You can't go behind that person. How many? When a Guru principle stops at a person, it is not a Guru principle, it's a person principle. And is spirituality a person or a spiritual domain? Spiritual domain. Now go back. Let's go to law. Let's go to law. Let's go to criminal procedure. Is there a syllabus in law that's called criminal procedure? How many years do you have to study criminal procedure to become a lawyer? 3 years. When you write your exams, do you write your exams on the personality of your professor, or do you write your exams on the content of the Criminal Procedures Act? On what you write your exam? If your professor was a beautiful lady, every day she wore a different expensive dress, and she came and she taught you criminal procedure, and your mind was on that lady, Sati. Did you learn criminal procedure, or you saw the personality of the teacher? Okay, Sati. We know how many teachers you were looking at. You know, Guru is an old hinter. I tell you all not to hint, but the Guru has license to hint. Sometimes the hinting strikes deep home, all right? And then when you write in the exam, criminal procedure, you're thinking of your teacher, what happens when you get your results? So all these aspirants who has gurus that are personalities, they are spiritual failures. Doesn't matter how many million. Like currently now there's that guru that's dressed like this. He came to South Africa recently. He's using our tilak. He came dancing. Then he said, open your eyes. Then he looked into your eyes, and you looked into his eyes. And what happened? You just had a moment of looking at each other. Nothing more. Nothing more. I saw him dancing in 6 or 7 places, and Indians paid 2,000 rand to go just look into the eyes. This is how our Indian society is gone. Teach them fake things, they'll go running. Trisha, you paid your 2,000 rand, did you gaze into those eyes? You understand? Then you get this one guru from Canada. Every 2 years he comes and he sings in Lenasia, he sings here in Durban, and the halls are full to hear bhajan. Halls are full to, what's his name? Munilal, Chunilal? All the, and Indians will run. They will run, spend all their money just to hear singing. Just to hear singing. This is the chaos that I am born to dispel from Sanatan Dharma. I've got over 1,000, 1 hour, 1.5 hour discourses on YouTube. More than any other living guru in the world. Yes or no? Is that a fact? Is that a mathematical truth? That if you go onto my YouTube and you'll never find a mistake or a contradiction in any of my discourses. Every Shivaratri I gave a different discourse, but every Shivaratri, every discourse can interface with the first discourse that I gave. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm challenging people who get hot behind the ears when I tell them that you are following a system that is false and fake. Bring me down. Bring me down. Go find faults in me, in my teachings, and show it. We're on social media. I think thousands of people follow us. Why am I saying all of these things? Why am I saying all of these things? Am I attacking Sanatana Dharma, or am I attacking the disease that has manifested itself in Sanatana Dharma? What I'm doing? Attacking Sanatana Dharma? Am I attacking gurus, or am I attacking impersonators? That is why I was a policeman. Because I don't have to bring you and look into your eyes, Jessica, eye to eye for 2,000 rand. You're an impersonator, I can see you. I can smell you. I was an investigator for 10 years. Then I was a legal investigator for many, many years. I should put cases together. And that is how I'm putting the scripture together. So nobody can lie to me. I can't be lied. I can take scripture, put it together, and show you where you... John, you blocked in Malin. I wanted to congratulate you officially in the ashram for a 1 year yesterday. It was a big 1 year. I hope all of you all saw that 1 year on Facebook. Alright. She said she was in such a great hurry and she made a mistake in her spelling, because the first thing I saw on her Facebook page was spelling. Malin, now you understand. I'm an English student. I always consider myself as an English student. We have 2 educators in the back. Being an English student, ebb and flow of the tide. I remember I had a teacher, Mr. Ramvilas at Sasky College. I spent many years at Sasky College. Mr. Ramvilas, he liked good English phrases, and when I wrote there, the ebb and flow of the tide, he used to put 3 red ticks. 3 red ticks, ebb and flow of the tide. So as soon as I see English, Malin, You can speak it there with Shravan. For those of you who don't know, Malin is my daughter-in-law. Malin. So first thing I saw is the English, and an hour later I saw Shravan's composition. And I don't know what force was used for Shravan to reciprocate on Facebook. I'm sure some force was used. I know Malin's commentary on Facebook was natural from her heart, but I can't say that for Shravan, because I'm sure it was there from fear. He reciprocated through fear. Alright? So Malin, this topic came up in the satsang because of the English. Make sure your English is perfect. Guru will forget about it. If the English is not perfect, then I'm seeing you there behind Sean and I remember. Alright? English is the language that you speak must be. Alright? Imagine on Facebook and the Guru caught it. Okay, coming back. Let's come back. This is the most comprehensive explanation of the Bhagavad Gita that the world has ever had. This is the world first. Okay? And when I say this is the world first, it's not to uplift me. It's to uplift the Sampradaya, the system. Because I have made sure that I've never, ever, ever put the Sampradaya before me. Yes? From my very first discourse, I pay obeisances to my Sampradaya first, and I am behind my Sampradaya. Sampradaya is spiritual institution. So I am always behind my spiritual institution because the Guru principle is universal. It is not personal. Any Guru born like a mushroom and then has hundreds of thousands of following, that is not Sanatana Dharma. I don't mind the following. I don't mind the teachings of that Guru, only if they say they belong to Sanatana Dharma, that is my objection. Because in Sanatana Dharma, God did not trust a Guru. God trusted no humans. In Sanatana Dharma, to elicit information at any given point in time. So whatever I give you, like a law professor, a professor of law, when he's teaching the Criminal Procedures Act, if he changes one act to suit him, he got up one morning and he said, Section 14, subsection 3, hey, I don't like this. My understanding is this. And if he changes that section 3 of the Criminal Procedures Act to suit him, then is he within the mandate of the university as a professor teaching law? He can only teach the syllabus. And the syllabus for Sanatana Dharma is the essence of the Supreme Lord. The syllabus for Sanatana Dharma is the essence of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is Sanatana Dharma, and Sanatana Dharma is the Supreme Lord. That is what I mean when I say Sanatana Dharma is the essence of the Supreme Lord. That's number one. Number two, the Supreme Lord incarnates and personally gives the syllabus to humanity. Supreme Lord incarnates and personally gives the syllabus to humanity through full incarnations and partial incarnations. And the reason the Supreme Lord does that, he does not trust man. He does not trust man because man, as I'm showing you now, very famous gurus, if you go read their bio, you'll become a follower. But you need to read the bio of the Supreme Lord and become a follower of the Supreme Lord. The job of the Guru is not to make you his follower. The job of the Guru is to make you the follower of the Supreme Lord. When you quote what your Guru taught you, your quotation was not Acharya ji taught me this. Acharya ji taught me what the Lord taught. Acharya ji taught me what the Supreme Lord taught, because that syllabus appeared in this universe at creation. The syllabus of Sanatana Dharma called the Vedas was computed in the universe by Lord Brahma at creation. Humanity came thousands of years later. The first human being, Manu, took his birth. First human was Manu. He took his birth thousands of years after creation. The syllabus came at creation by the Supreme Lord. So you tell me where there is a gap for any guru to make a change. I'm repeating this because I'm trying to mind wash you. There's no such thing as brainwashing. Alright, the brain is just a biological matter in your body. The mind is the functionary. The mind is like the touch screen which hovers on top of the brain. Mind is the touch screen which hovers on the brain. So the mind tells the brain, pour a whiskey. The mind tells the brain, pour a glass of whiskey. Then the brain coordinates with the motor reaction. It takes the hand to the bottle, opens the cap and pours the whiskey into the glass. But who thought of the whiskey? The brain just did what it was instructed to do. Do you understand? So the mind is like the touch screen. If you don't touch the touch screen of your phone, can you get into WhatsApp? So who thinks of going into WhatsApp? The mind, which is the screen, and the functionary under the screen is similar to the brain. These are the things you need to learn from a bona fide spiritual master. A guru teaches you simple things. You must have, in every satsang, you must have about 200 aha moments. How many? About 200 aha moments. Okay? So now you learn that the brain is the motor function of the body. See, I'm pointing mango. I'm pointing at mango. I thought first to point at mango, then the motor reaction came into moved my hand and placed my finger in that position. That function is from the brain. But the instruction to the brain is my mind. So I'm mind washing you. Your mind is diseased from the day you landed in this universe 155 trillion years ago in this creation. In this creation 155 trillion years has passed. There's another 155 trillion, 40 billion years more to pass before this creation is exhausted. Alright? Long time. Long time. And here you are thinking, hey, this one lifetime I can't manage. This one lifetime I have so much of problems with my husband, with my wife, with my employer, with my children, with my grandchildren, with my uncles, with my aunties. One lifetime you cannot manage. Imagine in 311 trillion, 40 billion years is one creation, how many lifetimes you live. And you know time is not linear, you know that? Do you know that time is not linear? Time is cyclic. Do you know what cyclic means? In different dimensions, time is different. 311 trillion years, 40 billion, 311 trillion, 40 billion years of Lord Narayan is one blink of his eye. Isha? So when God is looking at time on earth, he just blinked his eye and one entire creation elapsed. One blink of his eye, one entire creation elapsed. Now how big are you to the ant? How big are you to the ant? How long does the ant live? Anyone having the aha moment when I say time is cyclic? Everything's supposed to live for 100 years. So the ant's 100 years is how long? How long does the ant live? You have got Google there, Abir. When the Guru asks aha moment questions, go on Google and ask Google, how long is the lifespan of an ant? In the ant's domain, the ant lived for 100 years. In a human domain, the human lived for 100 years. In a microbe's domain, the microbe lived for 100 years. And in Lord Brahma's domain, who created this universe, his 100 years is 311 trillion, 40 billion years. Sorry? Ant lives for 7 years. So your 100 years is the ant's 7 years. Lord Narayan's half a second is the human's 311 billion, 311 trillion, 40 billion years. Lord Narayan blinks, universe comes into existence, and then goes into dissolution. You understand? So time is cyclic. For every living entity, time is understood as 100 years. Okay? So I'll give you all an example later, not in this satsang, how two living entities, a father and a daughter, left planet Earth and they went to Brahma to get his blessings on a groom. And when they came back, trillions of years have, because time is different there, time is different. Yeah, we need to understand these basics. A bona fide spiritual master must teach you basics. You must have these aha moments. When a guru lifts his two hands up like this and do the mad dance, what are you learning? Madness. What you learning? Madness. Any guru put in Tisha, go on social media, any guru dancing like mad, inside shrines, outside shrines, that guru is mad and he got a following of madness. Okay? Guru must give you what I'm giving you. You must feel relieved inside you. That mad dancing you can take. There are enough Nigerians in this country. You can go buy a small bit, smoke it, and dance it. Yes? It's a drug. That mad dancing is a drug. Around the world, you go on YouTube, you see people dancing and singing Lord Krishna's name and Lord Rama's name. Where's the technology in it? Because I'm a technology, you are a technology, and this universe is a technology. And God put us in this universe so we can interface with the technology of the universe. How does dancing help you? How does dancing help you? How does chanting 16 rounds or 60 rounds or 600 rounds help you? Dana, don't shake your head. Dana was a chanter from 4 in the morning. I made him stop chanting. Yes, Dana? Yes. Yes. That's not technology. How does meditation help you? You want an increase in work. How will meditation help you? You want to go overseas. How will meditation help you? How will mantras help you? How will havans help you? How will breaking coconuts help you? Tell me honestly, how will halwa puri help you? Honestly tell me. You need to change the technology inside you for you to become more spiritually diverse. So what is your problem? What is the problem in humanity? How is a human body constructed? How does God construct a human body? How? Malik knows. Seven, I thought you said you'll never fear anyone on this earth. 30 years I heard you saying that I'll never fear anyone. I'll leave it there. How is a human body constructed? What are the ingredients for the technology of a human body? A human body is constructed by your karmic chip. Every human body, every living entity, every fly, if you see a tree outside, it got a karmic chip. You must be a tree for so long. Every human body is constructed by your karmic chip. You are a robot. Every living entity is a robot. Don't laugh at these AI robots. You are a spiritual AI. What you are? Spiritual AI. There'll never be a material AI that will overtake a spiritual AI. There will never be a material AI that will overtake a spiritual AI. Everything you see in this universe is a spiritual intelligence. Spiritual intelligence. Your body has intelligence inside you. Do you know how many souls live in your body? You think you're the only soul in your body. Do you know, Shivani? It is the karma of other souls to live in the body of Shivani. They pain their karma to live in Shivani's soul. Don't feel bad, Shivani. You are housing countless souls in your body. You are a universe on your own. Did you know that? Scratch your nostril. How many living entities are living in your nostril? How many living entities living under your nail? How many living entities living inside your ears? How many living entities is digesting your food for you? As it is, when you burp after a good meal, a good chicken meal, fresh cut chicken, and tell Jessica, hey, I'm feeling good. It was hundreds of thousands of living entities that digested your food and allowed you to release a burp. And it is their karma. I'm only talking about the burp. They also release in another direction. Also release in another direction, but for the purposes and context of this satsang, I'm only talking about burps. Do you know how many living entities? Are we? You can Google it. So you're not the only soul in this body. But these souls had to be born in your body because of their karma. Because of their karma, although they did identical work in all the bodies, their karma took them to your body. You need to understand the basics before you start getting involved in why am I suffering. Every human always asks, why am I suffering? Why am I in this position today? Why is my husband like this? Why is my wife like this? Why is my grandfather like this? Why is my grandparents like this? Yes? And sometimes you get very, how many? How many? That is, there's 38 trillion other souls inside you. So don't say I'm very independent when you fight with Jessica. You have a family of 38 trillion. Yes. So when Jessica fights with you, how many souls are affected? Huh? Jessica, now you can imagine the magnitude of your karma. Is Satish 1 plus 38 trillion. Can you imagine the magnitude of all your karma? You multiply it by 38 trillion, Mali. Alright? All of you understand, this is not a joke. I'm bringing science in. Is this not science? Is this not biology? Biology that you learned in school? Yes, I'm bringing biology in because the guru must be basic. A guru must give you answers with common sense. So you are the driver of this body. Your soul is the driver of this body, and whatever is happening to this soul, you was the script writer in your last lifetime. You wrote the actor that you're going to be in this lifetime. In this lifetime you wrote that I am going to be the wife of Satish Pandey. I'm going to have 2 children. I'm going to be the sister of Denver and give him health. Jessica wrote this in a previous lifetime. I'm going to work in court and give all the court officials health. Magistrates will run from me. So she wrote this script. Then she wrote, I'll have my guru Acharya Shyam, Ramanuj. Right? So she wrote the script, not God. God got nothing to do in your misery. God got nothing, absolutely nothing to do with your misery. Nothing. I heard people when the children passed away or somebody passed away early, I went to many funerals and I heard them screaming and saying, God, I'll never forgive you. I'll never believe you. We all have, especially our Indians, whites, coloreds and Africans, they say it in their mind. Indians say it verbally. But I'm happy to say, whilst I'm stating this, that Hindu funerals have become dignified now. As I said earlier on, I had 4 mummies. Any funeral they could go to, even they never saw the people in their life, they knew how to cry. My 4 mummies. Anywhere we went, they knew how to cry. Now I see decor has taken precedence. In funeral I see decor. Sometimes I forget I'm going to a funeral. Alright? And I don't think that body that's been wheeled inside was ever so grateful in his life, whether the family members ever gave that body that what they give at the funeral. Because now funeral has become like kata and janda. Yes? You know kata and janda? If you don't go for that kata and janda, that lady who's sitting there and hearing the pandit, she's looking who didn't come from her family. And in her head she's saying, I'll show them. That is why kata and janda is not a spiritual technology. You do it for people. You do it for spirituality, you must do it for yourself. Kata janda you do for people. When you show the family how nice your prayer went, you making sure you're looking at the priest. The pandit, when he lights his temper and the cloak jumps, he says, see, my prayer was answered. Alright, any globe, if you turn the compassion in the opposite side, it must explode on the other end. It is physics. It is physics. Alright, but how many Hindus are living through the technology of a globe? Alright? You understand? So we need to throw all this. This is not Hinduism. This is not Sanatana. Clove and camphor and monkey balls and all of that is not Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is this Bhagavad Gita. 108 Upanishads, Vedanta Sutra. That is Sanatana Dharma. So when I'm attacking those who are associating false systems and saying this is Hinduism. This is not Hinduism. This is Hinduism. This is Sanatana Dharma, Bhagavad Gita. You are a technology. You are a technology. If you go to any trans person's house, have you ever seen a trans person living in a mansion? The house smells and stinks. Yes? Inside a trans person's house, there's a funny sensation you feel. Yes? You don't feel. But if a trans person is not living in a palace, see, I made this ashram with almost nothing from the outside. But when I'm telling you this is the headquarters of Lord Shriman Narayan on the African continent, does it look like the headquarters of Lord Shriman Narayan on the African continent? Huh? Yes. Am I proving it? Have I proved everything in this ashram scientifically? Can a trans person prove anything? Now wait. How many times you paid 2 grand to get a promotion? How many times you paid 2 grand to get a promotion? Mali? If you wasn't to Chavan, which temple you would have went to see with a girl of old? How many Saturdays Malin would have fasted? Malin? I'm telling you, eat your chicken, my daughter-in-law. It's cheaper to buy 2,000 rand worth of chicken than go give it in one smelly, dank trance temple. Yes or no? And while talking on trance, let's discuss who is trance. If you say you get Hanuman trance, if you say you get Hanuman trance, what must your qualities be? What must your qualities be? Huh? Can Hanuman Baba come and sit on somebody that has pork sausage and drink beers on Wednesday? Can? I'm being logical. Have you ever seen a clean human being that can interface with Lord Hanuman? Does a clean human being exist in this universe that can interface with Lord Hanuman? Do you understand? So can anyone say, after banging his chest a few times, he got Hanuman trance? And blowing the mouth like this. Mouth get big, bang the chest, find one bamboo, run up the bamboo. You saw Hanuman Baba doing that in Ramayana? No. If he didn't do it, then why is he doing it? Why is a human doing it? You know what's the answer? Do you know what's the answer? We are humans, and all the deities are cosmic administrators. All the deities are cosmic administrators. Surya Narayan is for the sun, Chandra is the moon. They administrate the cosmos. Vayu is the air, Varuna is water. These are head of departments of the cosmos. And Hanuman Baba is there, Lord Shiva is there, Mother Kali is there. Is Mother Kali a vegetarian or does Mother Kali eat meat? Vegetarian. Mother Kali cannot eat meat. Anyone who works for Lord Shriman Narayan has to be a vegetarian. If Mother Kali does not eat meat, how can she become a trance and make you cut a chicken or a goat? I'm just saying, we have to use logic, we have to use common sense. In spirituality, Sanatana Dharma, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That is Sanatana Dharma. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So these people who claim to get trance go on to a level higher. What is the next level higher than a human being? Bhut and Pisat. What is Bhut and Pisat? Souls that have left the body that's living in the next dimension. Below Pitralok. Pitralok is where your ancestors go. There are dimensions. These souls know everything. They know everyone's story. They know everything. We restricted here in this body. We restricted in this body. Can you get a good Bhut and Pisat? Yes. Why not? Can you get a good human? Can you get a bad human? Then can you get a soul that left the body, like my friend Shyam. He committed suicide. He was a humanitarian throughout his life. He was a humanitarian throughout his life. He committed suicide. His soul is going to roam for millions of years. Whether you are a good person or a bad person, if you commit suicide, your soul does not get a body, the next body. It's there in the Bhagavad Gita. What you think of last, that's what you become. So he thought of death in his last thought, he died. Do you understand? It is scientific. But in that world, in that realm, will he be a bad person or will he be a good person? Do you understand? So if he has to come and sit on and take a body as a host, will he divert that body to bad things or will he divert the body to good things? You understand? So I want to leave it there. I want to get back to the Bhagavad Gita, but I wanted you to come to a basic understanding of the Guru principle. The Guru principle is not a personality. The Guru principle is universe. It's universal. The Gurus live like the law professors live. When you studied law and you got your degree, you qualified as an attorney, you remember the law and live your life, or you remember your law if you passed every year, do you remember your 3 sets of law professors and live your life when you're an attorney? What you remember? The law, because the law is universal and the law professors were personalities. Are you understanding? So when a guru teaches you, when you learn from a guru, must his personality overpower what he's teaching, or must his teachings overpower what his personality is? What you must take home, the Guru's personality or God's law? Do you understand? And this is how you know when a Guru is bona fide or a Guru is not bona fide. When a Guru is giving you God's law before his personality, then that's a bona fide Guru. When a Guru is giving you his personality before God's law, number 1 is not bona fide, number 2, God did not give him his law. Because if he is not bona fide, how will God give him his law? As a law professor, you have to pass your exam first and then become a law professor. Yes or no? So a guru, he becomes charismatic. He becomes charismatic. He'll quote here, he'll quote there, he'll quote there, he'll quote there, and he'll keep you mesmerized. But in the interim, all his quotations are not coherent with the scriptures. Do you understand? So the step number 1 in spirituality is to interrogate the Guru, that Guru's satsang that you are attending. Interrogate the Guru, interrogate his lineage. If his lineage does not scripturally go back to Lord Shriman Narayan, leave it. You're wasting your time. So when a Guru deceives, say like, look at Abir and Asmika. They have a 5-year-old son. 6, he's gone 6 now, alright? He loves his Guru to bits. Everything about Yajvan is his Guru. His parents come after. His happiness comes after. Everything about Yajvan is his Guru. He's 6 now. When he's 20, he finds out that his Guru was an impersonator. What happens to him? In this world of technology, we can find out impersonators. My time, we couldn't find out. You have to go to the Himalayas and check who's who. Yeah, you don't have to go to the Himalayas. In 2 minutes, under 2 minutes, you know whether your Guru is an impersonator or not. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So the first thing you need to do whether a Guru is bona fide. When a Guru is bona fide, then you start investing your time in that Guru. that Guru's teaching must be greater than his personality. The Guru's teachings must be greater than his personality. Where personality precedes teaching, that Guru is not a bona fide Guru. Do all of you understand? So don't look at these charismatic Gurus that are going around the world. First they catch the Western world because the West is ignorant and the West got an affinity. People in the West like dhotis, you notice? People in the West like meditation. People in the West like yoga. They like these things because they are deprived of it in the culture. Yes or no? So whatever you are deprived of, so these impersonators, they go and appease the Western world. That is why you see the greatest followings come from the West, because they can't bluff the people in India will catch them out. There are many gurus in India. Do you understand? But what our Indians look at, you see, if I got a white family washing my feet on social media, an whole white family, 10 people came here, Mr. and Mrs. Jones and family, you know the Joneses? They landed here at the ashram. There's the social media showing the white family washing my feet, sprinkling the water on their head, putting garlands for me, singing their bhajans with me, bowing down to me. What our Indians do? They say, hey, if Vetos are following this Guru, this must be a top Guru. And all of them, like sheep, they start following that Guru. Have you noticed? No substance, no scripture, no nothing. Because we did this, I did this at the law firm. When I joined the law firm, we had a white receptionist. She should play. 20 years ago, what was the game that would come on the screen? Solitaire. And when I left the law firm, she couldn't see the computer. The droplets were so high. Alright? Because we used her. If a law firm 20 years ago had a white receptionist and typist making tea for the directors, and you came with your case there, what would you think? Top law firm. Top law firm. Alright? She was opening your... We used to buy the files for 2 rand from Walton's downstairs. Our firm was in Smith Street. Walton's downstairs was that, remember? In West Street. So buy the file for 1 rand 50. Then because the white girl is writing there, opening file 1,500. 20 years ago we were charging 1,500 just to open your file of it. If you came there and to complain, Ashmika put 1 teaspoon less sugar in your tea, now you want a divorce. We didn't worry about that teaspoon story. We said, wait. 1,500 opening file. Then Avir will go and tell his father, Dad, this is a top firm. There's a white girl that brought a cup of tea with the right sugar. For the director. He said 1,500 down, divorce guaranteed. 25,000. Then Abir and the father will say, hey, all the nonsense that Mika is making in this house, I think it's worth 25,000. Alright? But I could have told Abir, go to the same Waltons and buy the divorce paper for 1 rand 99, 2 rand. That whole pro forma of a divorce is there. You and Dad can fill it up and go stamp it by the clerk of court, but you pay me my 25,000 rand because I had a white girl. That's how these gurus are up in the world, with the white Western followers. And people are saying, talks, man, hey, German, French, British, American. This is a top guru. I like all these gurus to come to me who's alive. Or I can come to you anywhere in the world. These gurus who I'm talking about, they know. And we'll have a live debate with all of you and me alone. Good? If there's 50 of them, we'll have a live debate on TikTok, Facebook, every media. Alright? And I will come alone. I'll only come with my scriptures, and I'll come alone, and I will prove what I'm saying. I'm not saying this from my ashram only. All these gurus, they know, their followers follow me. They know who I'm talking about. If I said restaurant, Chatsworth, Phoenix, International, they know who I'm talking about. Then we can verify what we say. Do you think you need a guru in Sanatan Dharma to put Sanatan Dharma back in its perspective? Lord Ramanuj did this 1,000 years ago, and I'm doing it 1,000 years later. I left a multi-million rand business. I wouldn't have been suffering with sugar in a back room if I was not a guru. I would have had these white nurses, I had so much of money bringing me this sweet and that sweet and that sweet, and I would have been sitting in luxury. Yeah, I'm suffering with my diabetes, because the truth is absolutely important. And the biggest part of this whole thing was, I was an atheist for this very reason. I was an atheist because of the confusion in Sanatan Dharma. God revealed himself to me, and it is my duty to bring all confusion in Sanatan Dharma to an end through these discourses. And I was happy to go. This week, I came closest to leaving my body. This week, I came closest to leaving my body. And the only thing held me back was this Bhagavad Gita. Only thing held me back, otherwise I would have let go. Because I finished do all my work. Malin, you are my last job. As a father, all my work is complete on planet Earth. As a guru, all my work is complete on planet Earth. I just have this Bhagavad Gita. I lived a good life. I lived the best material life a human being can live. I lived the best spiritual life a human being can live. I had the best of disciples, even those that are gone. Even those that are gone, one day they were here like you. They did everything for me, and I did everything for them. I am prepared to close the book on my side. My time on earth is over. I do everything to the best of my ability. Okay? So if I'm still here, that goes to my children, grandchildren, disciples, grand-disciples. Make full use of the Guru. I've proven everything to you. Timelessly, not one time. Millions of times, I've proven everything. If God is still, God gave me the Bhagavad Gita to explain as a trap so I don't go away, then use that, Shivani. Be an opportunist. You can be a spiritual opportunist. Be a spiritual opportunist. Come and use the ashram, use the facilities, use the guru, use the cows. Shivani, I'm not saying you're a cow, I'm just saying. And use everything that this ashram is offering. Alright? So I want to go to the Bhagavad Gita reading now, so that we can conclude this week's satsang. Naveed, you said? 41. verse 41, when lawlessness prevails, O Krishna, the women of the clan become corrupt. When women become corrupt, there arises intermixture of classes. 42, this mixing of classes leads to hell, the clan itself and its destroyers. For the spirits of the ancestors fall degraded, deprived of the ritual offering of food and water. 43. By the sins of the clan destroyers who bring about intermixture of classes, the ancient traditions of the clans are destroyed. For those, 44, for those whose clan laws are destroyed, dwelling in hell is ordained, O Krishna, thus we have heard. Alas, we have resolved to commit a great sin in that we are ready to slay our kith and our kin out of desire for sovereignty and enjoyment. Okay, that's 45. So, let's look at our Hindus here in South Africa. How many of you do Pitar Pak? Only one. Almost every Hindu do Pitar Pak, isn't it? How many of you do it the right way? How many of you know which is the right way? How do you know which is the right way? Learn from? Which is the right way? How many Hindus in South Africa? About 800, 900,000? 800, 900,000? How many of them have bona fide spiritual masters? 35. So how would you know which is right and which is wrong? Okay? So when we do Pitar Pak, generally Hindus want to do it in the first couple of days. Yes or no? That is wrong. That is wrong. Then Hindus want to give the departed souls what they like best. Yes or no? So, if the departed soul was a Zol smoker, what you'll give him? If he was a brandy drinker, what you'll give him? If he was a cane drinker, what you'll give him? If he liked crab curry, what you'll give him? All wrong. All wrong. No scripture say you must give them what they wanted. Then let's be scientific. Let us be scientific. Then also the one I like best, Shivani, is you spend the whole day cooking for your loved one. Then you taking out the food in one far corner of your house. Sanita, under one mango tree. Then you take out the food about 5 in the evening or before 12. I don't know, different people. Then Richard will carry a big knife. Then you take that beautifully prepared food, the brandy, the whiskey, the zol, the cigarette, the liver curry, some like tripe. Then you leave it down there. Then you'll open the knife and you won't turn back and you'll run into the house. Now tell me where it makes sense. Whole day you cook for that personality or personalities, alright? But you gave them the food. Final touch. You left the food and ran for your food, the open knife. Now this picture, what they must be thinking of here. I'm just saying, these pictures, They came for the brandy, the whiskey, their soul. Now you just threw it and ran away. What they must be thinking, leave what you are thinking. So when you follow your clan, does it mean what you're following is the truth? This is where Arjuna is confused here. And this is where the whole Hinduism is confused. And this is why I said, any guru that bypassed chapter 1 and did not discuss this in the Bhagavad Gita, burn his copy. What you must do? Burn that copy. Because the Bhagavad Gita is based on this confusion of Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita is based on the confusion of Arjuna. Arjuna is saying, if you're going to kill these families, then they're going to have an intermixture of marriages. Then they're going to lose their customs and traditions. And then the whole world is going to go upside down. Is that true? No, because right now, how big is the confusion? So whilst on Pittarpak, the right way to do Pittarpak is, as I said, time is cyclic. Time is cyclic. When the Pittars come, then some bright spark will ask why we only feed the Pittars in the 14-day period. Yes? What do they eat for the rest of the time? But because time is cyclic, every 14 days they come down here is one day for them wherever they are in the dimension. I'm not going to go too deep into this. But in Pitralok, from their perspective, they're coming down every day. Are you understanding? Time is cyclic, you feed in them every day. They're your parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. Yes, that's your Pitar. 3 generations, you know, parents, great-grandparents, and their parents. When they're coming to you, how many day period visa they got to visit you? How many days? 14 days. If you're doing your Pittarpak in 2 days, where are they going to stay for the other 14 days? You think they're happy with you? Do you think they're happy with you? Because you're looking at yourself. You doing your Pittarpak in 2 days. If it started on a Thursday, 99% of the Hindus will do it on the Saturday. Sunday they'll start. Yes? What happens to the Pittars for that next 11 days? They curse you. Must they curse anyone else or must they curse you? Who they must curse? If I come back down to earth and Sean and Sherwin, Marlene and Ashmi, I'm coming down for 14 days, me and Mataji, and my parents, and Mataji's parents, and these people lock us out after 3 days. Who I must curse? Neighbors? Or I must curse my children? See, as it is, they're fighting who must be cursed. Whilst I'm still alive, my children are fighting who must be cursed. Hey, Malin is back in her husband. Oh, yes. So you got a loyal wife. Alright? I'm being realistic. This is Arjuna's problem. This is why I'm discussing this. This is what Arjuna is telling Lord Krishna. He is telling God. Who is telling? How many of you tell God? Many of you are angry I'm giving you the discourse. And I represent who? And what you all are saying in your mind. You can talk how much you want in this discourse. This Pitta Paka, I'll hit it on the third day. Same thing Arjuna is telling God, your minds are saying in your head. Do you understand? All of you understand? This is Arjuna's problem. This is what he's talking about. He's talking about Pitta Paka in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita in 700 verses missed nothing in this universe. Missed absolutely nothing in this universe. Did you know that the Bhagavad Gita speaks Pitta Pak? Show me which guru has ever explained Pitta Pak from the Bhagavad Gita commentary. Show me, go Google it. Go and Google it. And this is why I'm saying this is the most scientific and practical explanation of the Bhagavad Gita in the 21st century. You're not going to get it anywhere else. You're not going to get it anywhere else. Pitra Paksh comes from the Bhagavad Gita. It's a confusion of Arjuna. Confusion of Arjuna. Arjuna represents you. How you are confused in the universe today, those that claim to be Sanatan Dharmi, is personified by Arjuna. Is? So if Arjuna doesn't know the factual undertaking of Pitta Paksh, and if the Supreme Lord instructs him, then what you must do? What you must do, Ram? You must follow. That is why the Bhagavad Gita is the chip that is embedded inside every living entity. Every soul has the Bhagavad Gita. Every soul has the Bhagavad Gita. At the moment there's a virus on that chip called ignorance. There's a virus on the chip called ignorance, and a bona fide spiritual master is a technician that inserts the scan in you. You know, to scan the virus? Antivirus? Only your guru can give you the antivirus. Only your guru can give you the antivirus. And if you are loyal and faithful to the guru, one day you will know what the guru is. You are suffering because of karma and ignorance. Why are you suffering? Because karma and ignorance. Your biggest karma is you don't want to learn. Your biggest karma is you don't want to learn. But if you surrender today and say, whatever my guru says, I'm going to follow, because whatever my guru says comes from the Supreme Lord. My guru has not manufactured anything. You can go and Google and see if your guru has manufactured anything. If what your guru says is an instruction from your creator, and if you do not follow the instructions from the manual from your creator, will you ever get fixed? If you got a D5 microwave, does the microwave come with a manual? The technician who's going to fix that manual, that microwave, can he go against the manual? If he goes against the manual, will your microwave work? Because the microwave is a specific technology. Just like that, a human being is a specific technology. Do you know how many atoms are there in your eyeball? Ram? How many atoms are in each of your eyeballs? Take a guess. Subhashpa, take a guess. Huh? Wait. Don't ask Google. Okay. Okay, ask Google.
It contains 10 to the 24th power of atoms of the septillion.
Do you know how much atoms in your eyeball? All the stars from the universe can fit in it. You need a guru. Do you need a guru? You carry this eyeball for so many years, you don't know how many atoms inside. Are you not ignorant? Are you not ignorant of your own body? Then where you become the expert on God who created you? Tell me. Where first you have to become an expert of your own body. First, if you want to argue with the Creator, you must know yourself first. Yes or no? You must know yourself. When you take a breath in, do you know what happens to the air? When you breathe out, do you know what happens to the air? When you drink a glass of water, do you know what happens to the water specifically in your system? It's you. You drink the water whole day. You eat the food whole day. You look with these eyes at everything. Yes or no? You don't know your own functions, and you are a speck of your Creator. You don't know your own functions. How would you know the Creator's function? Do you understand what the Guru is saying? Same eyes that you look in, you say, me. Tisha? How much you spend on your eyelashes, Tisha? How much you spend on your eyebrows? How much you spend, some people got different color eyes. I had some devotees that you see light gray eyes. Later I should see light blue eyes. Later I should see brown eyes, same devotees. Alright? You can do all these things to the eyes, but you didn't know how many atoms in your eyes. This is Arjuna now. This is Arjuna. Is he not telling God that you rather leave this war and let them live, otherwise we going to accrue sin for killing the demonic? Is Arjuna telling the Supreme Lord that? Yes. Why is he telling the Supreme Lord that? Because he is ignorant. He doesn't know how many atoms in his own eye. How many of you see with your eye? Has the eye ever seen anything in the world? Has anyone's eye ever saw anything in the world? Yes or no? No eye has ever seen. And when Krisha fights with the sun, she said, I want to see with my eyes. All images are on your brain. Whatever you see, the eye only conducts the spectrum of light and the image from the outside. It's analyzed in the brain. When I'm looking at Malin, my eyes never see you, Malin. My brain saw you. I see you with my brain, Malin. Is that true or not true? Go and Google. So this is what I'm saying. You don't know your basic technology that God has given you, but you want to determine who God is, how God must function, what God must do. Is this not what Arjuna is telling God? But he doesn't know exactly like how you don't know how this universe operates and how a human being should operate. Now this confusion right now is in every part of the world, yes or no? How many people from the 8.6 billion people, how many people know their eyes can't see? How many from this 8.6 billion people know how many atoms in their one eye? How many people in the universe know that when you look at matter, It comes on into formation only on observation. How many people in the world know that? Do you know that matter operates as waves? Only when you see them, only when human consciousness or consciousness observes matter, then it becomes particles. Ram, you're not there in reality. Don't love yourself, you're such a great man. You are nothing until you are observed. You are nothing until you are observed. Jessica, when you're fighting with Satish Bhai, don't say, I am everything in this household. You are nothing until observed by Satish. Only when he is observing you, then you manifest. I can't see you from here in ashram. When you do a WhatsApp video, only when I observe you, then you manifest. This is quantum physics. This is quantum physics proven by physicists. But this already given to you at creation by our sage and saint. So to approach the Bhagavad Gita is a beautiful scientific journey. No happy Trisha is? She has such a big cavity, if you remove her eyeball, you can take all the stars and fill it in. Huh? You understand? So I'm teaching you quantum physics, I'm teaching you biology, I'm teaching you maths, I'm teaching you that you are a human technology, that no amount of puja, no amount of puja will change. You can beat your chest, Divata. You can go on my social media about many platforms and you can fight with Lord Narayan. I do so much of puja but nothing comes right. Because Lord Narayan never asked anyone to do puja. And Lord Narayan never asked anyone to become a pujari. And if you're wasting your money with the pujaris, that is whose problem? Yours. All Lord Narayan wants you to know that you are a spiritual technology. This body is a temporary vessel awarded to you as per your karma. Lord Narayan wants you to know that you can't lie to him because he lives inside your soul. Where he lives? He is Paramatma. He lives inside your soul and he lives in the soul of the universe. He lives in the soul of the universe. When I finish discussing the Bhagavad Gita, I will prove to you that this is the only authentic bona fide Bhagavad Gita in the world. The Bhagavad Gita by Lord Sri Ramanuj. All other Bhagavad Gita in every country must be burnt. Must be burnt. Otherwise, wrong information is going, and that wrong information carries for generations and generations. Yes or no? Yes. If I ask you why you took out a glass of brandy for your father, what you say? Because my father did it. Yes or no? And every father will go backward what they'll say. But can a spiritual soul drink material brandy? What is brandy made out of? Earth, water, fire, air and space, yes? Is a soul made of those components? Then how can you take that? And can you eat iron? Can you eat iron? Well, you give in iron to your ancestors whenever they come. What you give in? But can you eat iron? Why? The two systems must interface. Yes or no? So you take that food, only vegetables. Malin, only vegetables. If I'm gone, I come, I hit a scan of your house. In that 14 days, I don't want a mortuary in your house. No mortuary in your house. Alright? Fridge is a mortuary. Isn't? Keeps dead bodies in it. It's a mortuary. On the first day of Pitta Park, 1 week before that, I'll be my two daughter-in-law's houses. I'll be spinning round and round. And there's a bad wind. Not a... When you see dust in your yard, Shriman will tell you from the Sanskrit, Shriman and Shyam. They say, hey, only circular typhoon. In this true Sanskrit must know Father is around. Father is around. So I want to conclude because many people would want to know what is the right way of doing Pitta Park. So I'm explaining it to you scientifically. Right way to do Pitta Park is to only cook vegetables, sweetmeats, whatever is there. Take it, put it in a container, and you know how you mix purity when you give your baby. Just now you learn Malin. When baby is born, how to mix butternuts and all those things and give your baby because it's Malin's baby. Not one lump of the vegetable must be hard, isn't Malin? Your baby got no teeth, what will happen to the stomach? Same now for your ancestors, especially for your father-in-law. Make sure you miso it nicely. Think of baby and miso. Eat nicely. Any rough parts and all there, don't rush. Hey, to the past 14 days. Right? Do it nicely. I'm watching. And maybe you can play this discourse in the background during Pitta Park. Alright? You'll find it. I'm on YouTube. Alright? Then, do it with love. Let your consciousness enter. Let your consciousness enter the food. Then, light a fire in a Havan Kund and take this food and give it to every name. To every name of your ancestors. Slowly. If your fingers get burnt, Malin, whilst you're giving me, let it burn. I know you're sincere. Don't take it out quickly. It will mess up me having that meal. I'll choke. Because my mouth will be on the fire. And as the food is coming into fire form, then my essence and the food essence is the same. Scientifically, I want you to understand. Then the food is transmuted into energy. Remember, energy is never created and never destroyed. So when you take that food energy and you put it into fire, the fire converts the food energy into fire energy. And I'm fire, I'm spiritual. I'm fire, Malin. Malin, I'm fire. Yeah, now, and when I'm gone, I'm still fire. Remember that, Malin. Your father-in-law is fire. Alright? So my mouth will be there, the food is converted into fire form, and I'll be able to assimilate the essence of the food. Are you understanding? I'll be able to assimilate the essence of the food in the form that I am. I'm no more in an earthly form. You can ask Shriman Malin how many types of drinks I had. I had Smirnoff, I had whiskey, I had brandy, I had quite a few, alright? But I won't be in that form to have it. I'll be in a spirit form. I'll only want pure vegetarian food because vegetarian food got positive vibration. Meat got negative vibration. Meat got negative vibration. When you kill a chicken, what vibration when the life is going out of a chicken got? Where does that vibration go? in every cell of the body. And when you eat the chicken, you eat in the negative vibration. God didn't say to be a Hindu, don't eat meat. God didn't say to come to satsang, don't eat meat. It's a health choice. Whether you want negative vibration in you or whether you want positive vibration in you. But when you're a pitta, then you got a pitta's body. You haven't got this body. So the food that you're going to give the pitta is positive vibrated food, which is vegetables. You can put some fruits for me, put some nuts, I like my nuts. See, I'm already given Malin an order. I don't know how many ancestors did the order. But Malin, you have to share that with Ashni. There'll be a very big fight. Alright? Make sure you both make a plan in the same way. Alright? For the purpose of this discourse, I'm naming Malin because Ashni is not here, but both my children should be given vegetables, fruit, nuts, put these things and connect with your ancestors. Why? Again, the reason is scientific. You are living as this technology because of your two ancestors. Is it scientific or not scientific? Your DNA. Who is your DNA? The body of your ancestors. Your DNA is the body of your ancestors. Yes or no? All your line of your ancestors is your DNA. You give in gratitude to the DNA of your body by giving pitra, paksh, by giving food. Is that not scientific? Is that not scientific? Must you not be grateful for this body? You must be grateful for this body. You give gratitude to the Supreme Lord. You must be grateful for this body because all your ancestors are living inside you. All your ancestors are alive in you. Did you know that? Is your DNA not full of your ancestors? If you analyze your DNA, are they not part of your ancestors? Yes or no? Scientifically, I'm talking scientifically and biologically. Then you need to give them gratitude. You need to give them gratitude. Do you understand? Pitar Paks is a scientific ritual for giving gratitude. Scientific, humanistic ritual for giving gratitude. If you're a bird, Mango, can you do Pitar Paks? Mango, I'm talking to you. Can you do Pitar Paks? Mango is sleeping in my discourse, alright. Now you know why she had to be a bird and attend my discourses. As Shivani in previous life when she was a human and listening to discourses, what she used to sleep. So today she had to come as a bird. She wrote her own book. She wrote her own action. Do you understand? Nothing is a coincidence in Sanatan Dharma. If you fell down, you were meant to fall. If you fell down, you were meant to fall. It's there. You are animated. You are animated. You do nothing. You do. No human has ever done anything in this universe. Everything is done automatically as per your karma and the Devis and Devas. Even you blink your eyes, Jessica, you never blink your eyes. There is an external power, a Devi or a Devta that's in charge of all the blinking in the universe. They blink their eyes. You think, they blink. You think, they blink. You think, they blink. Alright? So, this entire universe is animated by souls and automated by Devis and Devas. Everything is done for you. What your karma was, you're only going to live it. But if you come to a guru, then the guru puts a pause on your karma. Guru puts a pause on your karma and starts to clean the virus That's your ignorance. And how the Guru cleans your virus? By giving you knowledge. How many of you got knowledge today? How many of you got knowledge today? How many of you for the very first time realize that you don't live alone? How many of you realize how many trillions of other souls are living inside you? For the first time. What happened to that ignorance that was blocking your knowledge? Where is it? Will you ever forget what I taught you today? That means that part of the Bhagavad Gita has been revealed to you today, which is inside you already. But you must have the aha moment. When you have the aha moment, it means the Bhagavad Gita knowledge inside you resonated to the knowledge outside you. So some of you, you know, when I was in school, there was a class called special class. So when I was in class 1, I saw somebody in the special class. When I went class 2, that person was still there. When I finished off in standard 5, I saw that person still there, but with moustache and hair on the leg. Special class. So I also got a special class here. I can teach and teach and teach. If you don't have the aha moment, I'll see you with moustache and hairs on your leg. Jai Shriman Narayan.